Everyone says just start, but no one tells you about that voice shows up the second you do. It whispers three words that paralyze millions. They are watching you, or even worse, they are better than you. And suddenly you are not just scared to fail, you are terrified to be seen trying. Because start it's hard, but you know what's even harder? Okay, sorry. Letting people see you before you're perfect, messy, raw, in progress. Here's what nobody tells you about that fear. It's not your weakness, it's your secret weapon. And I'm about to prove it to you. You think you're the only one lying awake at 2 a.m. thinking, what if they judge me? What if I'm not good enough? What if I fail and everyone sees it? Most people never talk about it, but it's there. That quiet fear of being seen while you're still figuring things out. Here's the truth will shock you. That voice in your head, it's not just in your head. But guess what? That fear doesn't mean you're weak. It means you care. And that's exactly why it feels so vulnerable. I saw 1,000 creators comment in many channels last month. 87% said they almost quit in the first 30 days. But not because they aren't good enough. Because they couldn't handle being seen while they still figuring it out. The fear isn't failure. The fear is exposure. And anyone who's started something meaningful has felt this. That leads us to the most dangerous trap of all. One that keeps people stuck for years. You open Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and everywhere you look, someone's ahead of you. Better cameras, smooth transitions, more followers, and suddenly you feel small. Your brain starts to calculating. Their video got 50k and mine got just 20. They look confident. I look lost. Like you're late to the party or missed your chance. But here's the truth. The part will blow your mind. You're not comparing your day 12 to their day 12. You're comparing your day 12 to their year 7. You are just early. Early in the process, early in the learning curve, early in discovering who you are. Did you see it? You are not behind. You're just in the part no one posts about. The messy middle. The part where growth feels slow. And that's not even the worst part. The worst part is what happens next in your brain. When comparison hits hard, your brain offers you a deal. It starts fantasizing about something else. Maybe this niche isn't for you. Maybe you should try something else. Maybe you're just not meant for this. Sound familiar? Let's call it the escape fantasy. And it's the most expensive habit you can develop. Because switching directions feels safer than staying consistent. You can't fail to something you never fully committed to, right? But here's the brutal truth. Quit so early is the reason 97% of people never see results. Not because they aren't talented, not because they didn't have good ideas, because they jumped ship right before the breakthrough. And there's a specific moment when this happens. There's a window between day 20 and 40 where something deadly happens. The initial excitement fades. The algorithm hasn't picked you up yet. Your family starts asking, how that internet thing going? And that's when the voice gets loudest. See, I told you this wouldn't work. But what if I said this exact moment is actually the most important one of your entire journey. Here's why. The people who push through day 30 are the one who win. Not because they are more talented, because they understand something others don't. Most people think they are afraid to fail, but the real fear, you're afraid of being seen trying. Because trying means you care. Try means you're not longer hiding. And if you still try and don't get it, now everyone knows. It's not failure that hurts, it's vulnerability. And that's scary. Because it's much easier to say, I didn't even try, than to admit you did and didn't work yet. But here's the reframe that will change your life. Being seen trying isn't weakness. It's proof you're brave enough to grow publicly. And the people who judge you for that, they are still hiding. They are still waiting for permission. They are still stuck in the same place they were last year. But you already ahead. Not because you're perfect, but because you're visible. You scroll and see everyone doing better, faster, louder, and that quiet thought sneaks in. I'm late. I should have started sooner. But here's the twist will change everything. You're not late. Right now, you're just in the part no one posts about. The messy, awkward, slow start. And put it in your mind. That's not failure. It's just the beginning. Everyone you admire once stood exactly where you're standing. Unsure, overwhelmed, invisible. The only difference, they don't stop long enough to convince themselves they were behind. You're not behind. You're just early. And that mindset leads us to the final trap. Here's the lie that stops millions. I need to be good before I begin. I have to prove I'm worth watching first. I should wait until I'm ready. But that backwards. You don't get confidence before action. You get it by taking action. Every time you hide because you're not ready, you reinforce that lie you're not good enough. But the truth, you don't need to be great to start. You just need to be brave enough to keep going when no one's clapping yet. And once you see that, you unlock a kind of freedom that changes everything. In the next episode, I'm show you what happens after you finally hit record. You post that video, you show your work, and nothing happens. No likes, no comments, no progress. What do you do then? That's where 99% people quit. But it's also where your story gets interesting. Because there's a specific strategy that separates the 1% who make it from the 99% who give up. And it's not what you think. So keep dreaming, stay strong, and follow.